Guys, this one's a special one. I got really emotional, so here we go. It's a Cascade family factory, a female factory. It's where the women of Tasmania, you hear about Port Arthur, but this is where all the chicks went, the women went, with kids and everything. So I'm going to take you up there. I just had to take 10 minutes to try and get my emotions back together. It's hardcore, hey. So I'll take you to the good bits. Hang on, I've got to get my shit together. Guys, this is really powerful. I'm going to take you into the first section. Yeah, bear with me, okay? Thanks. This exhibition is about the transportation, pretty well, of women from all over the world that were part of the colonies to Australia for the most stupid shit, like for stealing a blanket 7 years, Now guys, this is probably one of the most powerful statements that I think I've seen that all men need to read and really take note of that bottom line. Like, after this video you'll see what they went through 200 years ago and we're all still doing it. So we've just entered Yard 1, which was the female correction area, now known and better known as the female factory. These guys used to come out of here, and if they were good, they got an hour a day. So you imagine that's your view there, and it wasn't that, it was cobblestones and all these walls and that sky. That's all you got to see for an hour, and right there, that's freedom, hey? And it was there every day for an hour. Imagine. I'm going to take you over next door and show you where they used to hang out and see how you feel about that. So this is the main jail. This housed anywhere up to 1,000 women at any time. So over here we've got where the solitary confinement was. They've made a mock-up of the room. I'll show you. Like, this is where they would spend weeks on end. In that size box. That was for solitary. Like, you get sent out here for 7 years for stealing a pillow. The penalties were 7 years, 14 years, and life. But 7 years meant that you were moving to Australia as a convict, because there was no chance that you were getting back. I believe 5% of convicts managed to get back to their homelands, which was pretty minimal. So this is Yard 4 or 3, I think. So the ladies here, when they were locked up in these, I'll show you what the size of the rooms were, had to be completely silent. And they'd be moved to where I just showed you in those confinement rooms, solitary confinement. Check this out, for muttering. Yeah, muttering. The lady prior to this, right, she got locked up in here. She started muttering. They locked her up into those things were in before, the solitary confinement. 50 years before this. I mean, that's not that long before all that happened. The last person in England to get hung, woman, was for fucking, sorry about the friend, was for muttering. Like, come on, man. Seriously? They used to leave here and get married. Like, that was a thing. Like, you could, reduce your sentence and you got married. But if your husband didn't like you, he could send you back. Like, so these poor women were coming in and out, in and out, in and out. And then when they were released, they had no skills, no form of earning any income. So, of course, they're back into prostitution and stealing shit. And, the cycle still goes on. There's some good sides to the story. That's the old toilet there. At least some of the ladies from here did remarry or did marry, and they moved on to the land. And when they did, mate, 70% of their kids died. But those ones that did, that made it, are what we see today. 6 million Australians are direct descendants from the convicts down here. There was 165,000 in total transported from the Empire over about 80 years. They talk about the slave trade. This was an operation. This was a mass deportation of the criminal element from the colonies, and the result is what you see today, and that's why, you know, they're tough as nails, mate. And one of the really sad things about all of this is, you know, these ladies had kids here. There's a place called the Nursery, which is through those doors. I think something like 4,000 kids or something might have gone through there. 70% of those kids died. And they're buried just up the road under the footpath, apparently. I mean, how dignified is that? This is the last building, guys. This is a matron's quarter. It was built in, I don't know when it was built, in the 1800s, 1850. Obviously, they had it a bit better than the rest of them. Look, I'm going to cut this video off here now, guys. I'm a bit shell-shocked from it all. Yeah, look, like and subscribe, and I'll do some more when I get to Port Arthur tomorrow. I'm sure that'll be just as tragic. Thanks, guys. Cheers.